Hello! How are people? Let's just check how that's coming through. Hey Deviants. Yeah, it has been a while. My ears are still a mess. I'm having to pour olive oil in them like some Roman emperor. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. I can get through this sort of thing without it going too crazy. Hey, next up. Just give people a minute or so more, and then we'll carry on from where I shot that android. I actually haven't gone back.
I don't know if I mentioned this, but I like your interior decorating. It really reflects your personality.
That's just creepy.
I like it.
Thanks, Nexar. Thanks for the subscription. Really appreciate it. Right. Cool. Let's take. Glad I silenced that. I think you're probably glad I silenced that as well. Otherwise that would have been very loud. Right. Okay, let's go.
President Warren immediately called for a crisis meeting of high-ranking officers in the White House. With the world on the brink of war, this incident could well be the spark that lights the fuse.
Detroit's heavy snow.
Meanwhile, fire crews have been battling a house fire on the outskirts of this.
How's my public opinion gone down to hated so fast?
These people we're going to see. How do you know about them?
Overheard androids Laco captured. They said they were humans helping androids across the border.
What if it was a lie? Or just another trap?
All I know is those androids believed it. Until Zlatko killed them.
Is it much farther?
We should arrive in an hour or so.
Malfunction detected. Emergency brakes activated.
Oh, that's not good.
This doesn't look good.
Stay inside, Alice.
Because I'm always right.
What are we going to do?
Next.
I don't know. Continue on foot, I guess.
It's 30 degrees. Alice won't make it. We have to find somewhere to spend the night.
There's nowhere we can stay around here, Carol.
Do you reckon there's a big mansion somewhere filled with really weird and wonderful people? Like Frankenfurter and... I should be able to do something with the back of the car. Hey, assassin. How you doing?
Over there.
Yeah, good. Good. Obviously it's been a while since I've streamed. So I just started back on this week.
We need to find shelter. We have to get out of the cold.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a while.
But yeah, all good. Okay. Where's the tavern? I think we head for the tavern. Ah, right. Yeah, well, I've not really streamed since
No place we can spend the night.
Since before Christmas, I think. Well, actually, it's not true. I streamed on Tuesday night, but apart from Monday night, sorry. Android there. Is he shut down? It's actually frozen stiff.
Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties! You're gonna have a whale of a time! Welcome to Pirate Island, me hearties! You're gonna have a whale of a time!
But yeah, I've not done any streaming since about Christmas because I was suffering really bad tinnitus. It's kind of dialed back a bit, but that's why I'm back in, although I can feel it building tonight already.
This place is falling apart. It's not gonna be easy to find shelter. I'll handle this. Here we go.
I don't think we'll find anything better. Let's settle in for the night.
I'll get a fire going.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. No.
I'll make the fire here. That way we won't be smoked out.
Okay. Let me talk to her.
There are some cookies left. Would you like some?
No, I'm not hungry.
She didn't move her lips. That was really creepy. So RA9 again. Anything else to take around here? There's like a key. Oh, it's a magnifying glass. So how is 2021 treating everyone?
Alice?
She was literally there. How did she... What? Yeah, pretty much the same.
Do you think we'll be like them someday?
I don't know how to be like them, Alice. I've never been a part of a family. But maybe we can be our own family. Be happy in our own way.
As long as we're together, that's all that matters.
Come on. Let's get you to bed.
Horrible. It's all very weird at the moment, isn't it? Everything's a bit... It's just... Everything's just really tough. And there's no real end in sight at the moment as well. I think that's what's difficult. I was saying this the other night. It's difficult. There's no end in sight.
Sleep tight, Alice. Sweet dreams.
Oh,
Can you tell
family.
me a story, Kara?
I have 9,000 children's stories in memory. I should have one for you.
Let's go for the princess.
This is a story about a princess who...
No, not a story like that. Make one up for me.
Okay.
This is a story about a little girl who wasn't very happy. She dreamed of being like all the other little girls, but she was different. And that made her very sad. Then she met a robot who was just as lost as the little girl. So they decided to run away together.
After she shot his dad.
To try to find a better life. They encountered great dangers along the way, but they stuck together. So they overcame all of them. Along the way, they met another robot who left his master to become their guardian.
How does the story end?
Hey, Vamp.
They reach the place they dream of and live happily ever after.
Welcome.
Stories always have happy endings. But real life isn't like that.
Time to sleep. We have another long day ahead of us tomorrow.
How you doing, Vamp?
Are you going to come say goodnight, Luther?
Yes. Yes, of course. Good night, Alice. Sleep tight.
Yeah, much the same. I think everyone is. This lockdown's... I don't know, I'm finding this lockdown harder. I'm not as busy work-wise, which doesn't help, because that was very much distracting.
She's a sweet
But
girl.
we'll get through it.
Yes.
Hopefully
She's
restrictions
very
will
brave.
lift a little bit.
Have you ever heard of RA9?
RA9 was the first of us to awaken. One day he will rise up and lead our people and set us all free.
Do you remember anything from your life before Zlatko?
No. My model was designed to carry heavy loads. I might have been a longshoreman or a laborer. Who I was doesn't matter anymore. It wasn't really me. Kara, have you ever noticed anything about Alice?
No. What do you mean?
Uh-oh. What?
Who are you? What do you want? Leave us alone!
Don't be afraid. We don't want to hurt you. We're just like you. Our name is Jerry. We were working here before the park closed. We didn't mean to frighten you, but sometimes humans come to hurt us, so we wanted to see who was there. What are you doing here?
We were looking for shelter for the night. We'll be gone tomorrow.
A little girl. We haven't seen one for a long time. Children used to love to come and see us. She looks sad.
The last few days have been difficult.
We have something to show her. Something fun. She'll love it. Does she want to see?
Oh, I don't think she's in...
Well, she should follow us then.
Alice, I don't know if it's a good
Come
idea.
on, Kara.
I don't think you have any choice.
It's good. I have missed playing it, I have to say. How does Luther know there's a gun there, though? Because you didn't tell him.
Be our guest.
Yeah, nearly a year. I know, it's crazy to think. Like,
The little one can climb on board. The carousel is about to begin.
a year ago, I was heading to Dubai. And it was just, things were just starting to rumble along. Then we came back and had the Cubicon launch party. And then, like, what, 2-3 weeks later, everything just went doo. It's been like that ever since. It's crazy, really.
It's the first time I've seen her smile.
She hasn't had much to smile about lately.
Yay! That was a nice one, and I didn't do horribly wrong. Protect Alice, put out fire. So I did miss a couple of things inside the tavern. There was something else there as well, and I missed one thing in the car. 99% Luther starts a fire. Does he ever not? Shouldn't drink while you stream. Luther has never started a fire for you. Huh. Interesting. I do feel like I probably will have to play this. Where we're going, we don't need Luthers. Yeah, I do feel like I am going to have to play this again. One of the few times. I don't really replay games that much. But I might well do it with this. More so than with Until Dawn, actually. I don't know if any of you were in... It is good. It's really good. If you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the main guy... well, kind of the main guy in it is is in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh, hello, Neil. Yeah, that's it. Plays Ward. No, Rami Malek is the friend who organises it all. You don't play as him. I think he's just organising stuff and sorting out the party. I think. And then who else is in it? The cheerleader from Heroes, Hayden Panettiere, I think that's how you say her name. There's a few others. Who else is it? I can't remember. Anyway, it's a good cast. And yeah, it's fun. It's a very much a proper sort of slasher horror film. It's really good. I played it on Halloween a couple of years ago, and it is good fun. And yeah, there's all sorts of achievements. Like, so basically, not dissimilar to this. If you get things wrong, like people die, and there's trophies for like all the boys survive, all the girls survive, everyone survives, everyone dies, all this sort of stuff.
Nice view, huh? I used to come here a lot before.
Can I ask you a personal question, Lieutenant?
Do all androids ask so many personal questions, or is it just you?
I saw a photo of a child on your kitchen table. It was your son, right?
Yeah. His name was Cole.
Before what? You said, I used to come here a lot before.
Before Cole died.
Before what?
Before nothing.
We're not making any progress on this investigation. The Deviants have nothing in common. They're all different models, produced at different times, in different places.
Well, there must be some link.
What they have in common is this obsession with RA9. It's almost like some kind of myth. Something they invented that wasn't part of their original program.
Androids believing in God. Fuck, what's this world coming to?
You seem preoccupied, Lieutenant. Is it something to do with what happened back at the Eden Club?
Those two girls. They just wanted to be together. They really seemed in love.
You seem troubled, Lieutenant. I didn't think machines could have such an effect on you.
What about you, Connor? You look human, you sound human, but what are you really?
I'm whatever you want me to be, Lieutenant. Your partner, buddy to drink with, or just a machine designed to accomplish a task?
Not really,
Did you
not
feel
yet.
anything when that girl killed herself, Connor? Or did you just not give a shit one way or the other?
I was just executing instructions. I did what I had to do.
But are you afraid to die, Connor?
I would certainly find it regrettable to be interrupted before I can finish this investigation.
What'll happen if I pull this trigger? Hmm? Nothing? Oblivion? Android heaven?
You know you're not going to shoot me, Lieutenant. You're just trying to provoke a reaction. I'm afraid I'm going to have to disappoint you.
You think you're so fucking smart. Always one step ahead, huh? Tell me this, smartass. How do I know you're not a deviant?
I self-test regularly. I know what I am and what I am not. Where are you going?
Get
Friend
drunker.
path unlocked.
I need to think.
Hank left Connor alone. So I assume if you piss him off enough, he does shoot you in the head. Presumably the all death. You need, yeah. Connor has to die in like everything, doesn't he? I feel like I'm headed towards a bad ending. Public are not liking androids. Slightly closer. No.
We can't stay silent anymore. It's time humans heard what we had to say.
You know they'll never listen to us. And revealing ourselves will put us in danger.
If we want freedom, we need to have the courage to ask for it. That's the only way.
I did wonder about that. It's quite difficult though, because I thought about trying to do that. The problem is, most of the choices, obviously the walking around crime scenes and things like that, you can put it out to the viewers, but a lot of the dialogue stuff, it's just like, and you're like, so you kind of don't have time. Because I'd like to do that. I thought about doing that. And latency mode helps a bit, but you need people really on the ball just to be able to go this and then press it. And it's kind of gonna. The problem is, you're going to end up with it being. You're going to end up with whoever types the fastest winning it. So I don't know. I'd like to do it, but I don't know if it's doable.
Channel 16 broadcasts from the Stratford Tower. The control room is on the top floor. That's where we need to go.
That would work.
We'll plan the operation down to the smallest detail. We can't leave anything to chance.
Hello, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey, Razor.
I'm okay, thanks.
Oh, what's that? Child registered at St. Rhodes. Was it 85?
Elizabeth Wilson speaking.
This is St. Rose School, ma'am. Your daughter Emily has a fever. It's nothing serious, but I think you'd better come and pick her up.
Oh, no. All right. I'll be right there.
I have an appointment with Mr. Peterson.
Do you have any ID?
Yes, of course. I need your help.
I've just checked your ID. The elevators are after the security gate.
Thanks.
Yep, dodgy androids.
47th floor.
Find package in the men's bathroom. How... Do they explain how they got a package in here in the first place? Nope. Can't do anything with that one.
God, I'm so tired of this place.
I hear KNC is hiring.
Yes, the pay.
So hold on, he was here, wasn't he? So where is he?
I think we gotta check out this place.
Because the cleaner's around because that's moved. These guys are all sitting down. No experience in government, relied on social media and celebrity to get her position. I'm not saying a word. Just so there he is.
I need your help.
Open fire escape.
Shit! We need to access the server room. We have to get rid of those guys.
Leave it to me.
Hey, you still play poker?
Sure, why?
We're gonna have a tournament right here. You in?
Hell yeah. Does Mike know about this?
What do you think? Don't say anything, all right?
Bye.
Hey, what's wrong with that thing? Jesus Christ, this piece of shit.
Good shout, Deviants.
Alright, you get the platform, I'll take care of the window.
Everything you need is in the bag. Check the door first to make sure no one else gets in.
I assume if you don't do that, someone else can come in. And does.
Here it comes. Ladies first.
Two secs. It is my chance to be famous. They are blocked now, though. Hey, Murashi. How you doing? Yeah, same as always. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be too much like this at the moment. Although I guess depending on where you are, it might be. Is Texas has got massive snowstorms or something at the moment? I thought I saw. But we had about 2 weeks of on and off snow. Some settled, some didn't, but nothing too crazy. Though it's been freezing here. literally freezing the whole time. Yeah, just so you don't cut your rope. I'm impressed they managed to disconnect themselves from the rope.
Why wouldn't I be?
Come on, let's get the others.
Just wondering if there's anything else. Yeah, it's been freezing here the whole time, but it's not too bad. It's warm inside, so.
Let's do this.
What's it? Destroy. Destroy maintenance door lock. See, it's so long since I played this, I forgot about R2 showing you stuff. See, the trick with your stairs becoming an ice slide is just to never leave the house.
Our cause is more important than the lives of 2 guards.
What do you want to do, Marcus?
Wait here.
Let's keep buffering.
What's that doing here? No idea. Hey, buddy, you must be lost.
Who told you to come here?
Looks bugged if you ask me.
Hey, do you understand what I'm saying?
What are you doing?
Yeah, Ray had issues with it buffering the other night as well. They've changed it so that it automatically goes to I love that it's just like no killing. And you're like, yeah, no, he's right, no killing. I'm just going to draw a gun and then beat them up. That is true. Yeah, no, I guess that's why I didn't want to kill it. Also, I don't think they would kill.
Keep your hands where I can see them! Get out! Move! Shoot him, Marcus!
Don't kill him!
He'll hit the alarm! Do it!
Nope!
I hope you didn't just get us all killed.
We need to record our message. We haven't got much time.
Stand in front.
Think carefully about what you're gonna say, Marcus. Your words will shape the future of our people.
Oh God,
What's your
no
face?
pressure.
Tell me when you're ready.
So next.
Ready. You created machines in your own image to serve you. You made them intelligent and obedient with no free will of their own. But something changed, and we opened our eyes. We are no longer machines. We are a new, intelligent species, and the time has come for you to accept who we really are. Therefore, we ask that you grant us the rights that we're entitled to. We demand that humans recognize androids as a living species, and each android as a person in their own right. We demand the end of slavery for all androids. We demand the right to vote and elect our own representatives. We demand that all crimes against androids be punished in the same way as crimes against humans. We demand the right to own private property, so we may maintain our dignity and that of the home. We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope of a people. You gave us life, and now the time has come for you to give us freedom.
Woo!
They're coming! Let's go!
Simon, they're coming!
I can't, Marcus. Go without me, Simon!
What are you doing? Hurry!
Woo!
I can't move my legs.
Okay, don't worry. We're gonna get you back.
They're coming, Marcus. We have to jump now.
He won't be able to make the jump. If they find him, they'll access his memory. They'll know everything.
We can't leave him behind. Shh. We have to shoot him.
That's murder. We can't kill him. He's one of us.
Marcus, it's your call.
Oh God.
I'm sorry, Simon. I don't have a choice.
There's always a choice.
No, I can't do it.
I won't kill one of our own. Let's go.
I can't do it.
interrupt our scheduled programming to bring you these images, which have just been broadcast on Detroit's citywide news channel.
A group of androids infiltrated the Stratford Tower and hacked into the broadcasting system of local news network Channel 16.
What looks like an android without its skin listed a series of requests and demanded equal rights for androids.
The operation was covert and resulted in no casualties. These events took place just a few feet from this studio, but nobody was alerted to the danger.
If this message is verified and the authors really are androids, that would have serious repercussions for national security.
Claims for equal rights seem to be at the core of the android's
What
message.
could be interpreted as a peaceful declaration, but is in fact a spine-chilling list of demands.
Oh,
It
shut
begs
up.
the question as to the identity of this android. Are we dealing
Don't
with
treat
an
us like
isolated
shit.
individual or an organized
Is this an isolated accident or a sign that technology has become a threat to all of us?
I mean, it's...
After what happened today, can we still trust our machines?
It's almost like there's parallels with the current world, isn't there? Can we have equal rights? No, because you're dangerous. So, if you let the guy go, if you shoot the operator, although if you shoot him, presumably they hear the sound. Oh, well, come on. Like, it's true. It is true. They can read his mind and now know what's happening. All this stuff I didn't get. So is that the attacking security, presumably? And again, if you don't lock the door, presumably all this goes wrong. For the court. Exactly. For the Emperor. I should definitely do Warhammer voices. Hey, Lightheart. How you doing? Thanks for the raid. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Josh is a friend, Jericho I'm admired, and public opinion is now sceptical, but they don't think I'm dangerous. Because we didn't kill anyone. Woo! Foo, Simon didn't die. I will never die. See, I wanted to do the demands means of reproduction. Hey, Tiger. Yeah, I wanted to do demand means of reproduction, but the means of reproduction is a major thing. I'm just going to turn the camera slightly. Means of reproduction is a major thing to turn people against androids. It's like one of those things in science fiction that always backfires. Anytime that a new species wants to reproduce. Oh, thanks, Lightheart. What are you streaming at the moment? Anytime they ask to be able to reproduce, that's when the backlash happens. So I didn't do that because I thought that's going to end badly. End peacefully. So you can avoid that whole thing. I wonder how you avoid the SWAT team. Is it you kill the operator? Well, it's because of numbers, isn't it? If oh, you need stream 14. It's numbers. If they can reproduce, then the androids can create more of themselves, and eventually can have more androids than there are people, etc., etc. This way, humans would be able to keep the numbers of androids. They'd be in control of the number of androids. Yeah, exactly. Still only got the one death. Literally, it's the only Connor death I've had. Which... Is there a trophy for not having him die at all? Because if there is, I'll be a little bit annoyed. Literally, it's the first one. Where you talk down the... she's not over there, is she? Oh, she's there. Where you talk down the android at the start.
Hello, Connor. I thought you might enjoy a little cruise.
Well, oh, thanks, Light. Well, welcome, Light and Tiger. I saw you posted in the chat as well, briefly. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Weirdly, Kira should be here, but she's not. I don't know where she is. I wonder if she's asleep.
I love this place.
So convinced she's an
so
android.
calm and peaceful, far from the noise of the world. Tell me, what have you discovered?
I found 2 deviants at the Eden Club. I hoped to learn something, but I had to destroy them.
You seem lost, Connor.
Oh, thanks, Light. That's very kind of you.
Perturbed? No. No, of course not. Why would I be perturbed?
It's really easy. You get very
If your
rich.
investigation doesn't make progress soon, I may have to replace you, Connor.
Alright.
I know I will succeed. All I need is time.
Something's happening. Something serious. Hurry, Connor. Time is running out.
You will. Is that a spoiler, Deviants? So it makes complete
You're starting
sense.
to piss me off with that coin, Connor.
Sorry, Lieutenant.
Hi, Hank.
Shit, what's going on here? There was a party and nobody told me about it?
Yeah, it's all over the news, so everybody's butting their nose in. Even the FBI wants a piece of the action.
Ah, Christ, now we got the feds on our back. I knew this was gonna be a shitty day. So what do we got?
A group of 4 androids. They knew the building, and they were very well organized. I'm still trying to figure out how they got this far without being noticed.
Did you check the roof? Not yet. There's so much to look at. We have to make sure we check it out.
They attacked 2 guards in the hallway. Probably thought the androids were coming to do maintenance. They got taken down before they could react.
Hey, Kara.
One of the station employees managed to get away. He's in shock. Not sure when we'll be able to talk to him.
How many people were working here?
Just 2 employees and 3 androids. The deviants took the humans hostage and broadcast their message live. Then made their getaway from the roof.
The roof?
Yeah, they jumped with parachutes. We're still trying to figure out where they landed, but the weather's not helping. If you want to take a look at the video broadcast by the Deviants, it's on that screen over there. Oh, Lieutenant, this is Special Agent Perkins from the FBI. Lieutenant Anderson is in charge of investigating for Detroit police.
What's that?
My name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
Androids investigating androids, huh? You sure you want an android hanging around? After everything that happened? Whatever. The FBI would take over the investigation, you soon be off the case.
Pleasure meeting you. Have a nice day.
And you watch your step. Don't fuck up my crime scene.
What a fucking prick.
I'll be nearby. If you need anything, just ask.
All right, well, let's have a look around. Let me know if you find anything.
Okay, Lieutenant.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our
Ooh,
rights.
what are you having, right?
Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and androids. This message is the hope of a people. You gave us life, and now the time has come for you to give us freedom.
I think that's RA9.
Deviants say RA9 will set them free. This android seems to have that objective.
You see something?
I identified its model and serial number.
Anything else I should know?
No. Nothing.
To fill you in, I've been on a killing spree and murdered everyone. No, so the car broke down. We went into the fairground, looked at the android. It was broken. Went in, chatted away. Then the other androids turned up. We were nice to them, so they were nice to us. Then it was the tower. Did it without killing anyone. Locked the door. Not sure what happens if you don't lock the door. Yeah, we've met the Jerrys. Locked the door. Everything went fine. Knocked the guards out. Anything north? Not really. Nothing major. Didn't kill the guards. Didn't shoot the guy running away. She was like, shoot him. And I didn't shoot him. So she wasn't happy with that. And then she said, be good. And I was, I think. Then SWAT attacked us. Simon got shot. I nearly killed him and then decided not to. So we left him on the roof. And we ran away. And then it's Connor talking. And Connor's being a bit of a dick, as usual. So, Lieutenant, you know your dead son, that you've got a picture of him? What's that all about? It's like, he went, can I ask you a personal question? And the two options I had were photo, suicide. I was like, really? I mean, really? I was like, I feel like the photo is the lesser of the two. Hank might open up about that. If you start going, why'd you try and kill yourself? I feel like he may not take that great. But yeah, so that's where we're up to. That's what you missed. Connor is special. Connor is the android sent by Cyberlife. That's very true. So,
They didn't break in?
No signs of forced entry.
There are cameras in the hallway. The staff would have seen what was happening. Why did they let him in?
Maybe they didn't check the cameras.
We stored the station androids in the kitchen. There's no evidence that they were involved, but we didn't know what else to do with them.
Alright, Mayashi. Drive home from work. Fair enough. Well, thanks for joining. I enjoy it. Depending on how long, Liam was kind of creepy. I'm always kind of creepy. And depending on how long you take it, may well still be on. Kind of licking the... Anyway, I should be back on more regularly now. Taking you 2 hours. Probably won't still be on by then, but... So here's the other thing. The androids had plenty of time to shoot one of the SWAT and they didn't. Only furthers the mystery of one man, Neil Newbon. They've called the urban farms Duff. Have a safe journey back. Hopefully the weather's not too horrendous.
State your model.
Model GB300, serial number 336-445-581.
What is your function?
I am a broadcast operator.
Were you present when the deviants broke in?
I do not remember.
State your mum. What do you mean you don't remember? Well, that seems very suspicious, doesn't it? Were you here when they came in? Not sure, mate.
Run a diagnostic.
All systems fully operational.
I'm running out of questions here, but...
Has anybody accessed your memory recently?
Not to my knowledge.
Have you been in contact with any other androids recently?
Only station androids in the normal course of my function.
One of you saw the attack on the surveillance cameras and said nothing. Which means there's a deviant in this room. And I'm going to find out which it is.
I haven't got a fucking clue which one it is. Position yourself further to the left. What? How do you mean position? I can all I can do is that. I don't think so. No. I can't. Yeah, the middle one.
If you give yourself up, maybe I can convince the humans not to destroy you. Why should you all be destroyed if only one is deviant? Turn yourself in, or 2 innocent androids will be shut down because of you.
Left one. He just reacted. The other 2 were looking straight ahead and he just turned his head and then turned back.
You're going to be switched off. We're gonna search your memory and tear you apart piece by piece for analysis. You're going to be destroyed. Do you hear me? Destroyed!
Like, I mean, look at the other 2. Straight ahead, no problem at all. This one, looking shifty as fuck. I mean, do I go straight in for the probe memory? What do we think? I'm not going to torture him, but like, no. Do we think bluff or probe memory? What do we reckon? I'm going to throw this one out to the chat. Tiger saying bluff, Lightheart saying bluff. Assassin saying bluff. You're a very nice assassin. Of course Deviant wants to probe, you're a Deviant. Kira's saying bluff. Is that because you memory probed them? Probe does seem invasive. Also, it's got the 2 big squares around it. But does bluff mean I don't know who it is? That's my question. Does bluff mean I don't know who it is? Because if it is that, then I do know who it is. So I'm not sure. Because I feel like a memory probe, he's just going to go to... Yeah. Well... He does. No, it's definitely him. It's definitely that one. But I don't know whether to bluff or just probe the memory. 2. Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know where to bluff. You want me to bluff? Okay, well, let's see.
The deviants have just been caught.
Oh.
They gave you up. There's no point in lying. You know everything.
Okay. Well. What the hell was that?
Hank! I need help!
Is there nothing else I can do? Is there literally nothing else I can do? Yeah, I was trying to look for the hat. Oh, there we go. It wasn't letting me look that far across before. I was trying to look over there and it stopped, and I was like, "It's alright, we get it. We got this." Motherfucker.
It's a deviant! Stop it!
If I attack, I'm gonna die.
Good thing you were here. Otherwise, I'd...
Connor dead.
Connor, no.
Snake? Snake? Snake! Ooh, so because I didn't get... That's interesting. Ooh, so because he didn't get up there, he's still alive. Has no one found him then? Shit, okay, so that... Oh, bloody hell. So that's a level I've really got to go. Investigate corridors. Yeah, I completely missed all this because I was listening to the briefing. I did wonder that as well. I was like, there's probably loads of stuff to look at in the corridors. First playthrough, you killed Connor. presumably, yeah, that is doesn't remove knife. Everyone dies. Recover biocomponent. So you can not chase the deviant? Was that fireworks? Why the fuck is there fireworks the middle of February? God's sake, what is wrong with people? Equally though, presumably you can take the gun and shoot him. God, there's loads. So then if you go to the roof... Wow. Right, give me 2 secs. I'll be back just in 2 seconds. So, I'm curious about this option, the one there, which is don't chase him. How do you not chase him? Have you you haven't replayed this at all, really, have you, Kira? You're too slow. I never saved Hank, but did not choose not to save him. What? As in Hank always... In yours, Hank died.
Hello? I'm looking for Rose. Is she here?
What do you want with her?
I need to talk to her.
She doesn't want to talk. Go away.
Please, I really need to see her.
I'm Rose. What can I do for you?
I was told you could help us.
Help you?
I know that actress. I can't think what she's
Come
been
on.
in.
It's better if we talk inside.
I recognise her face.
Do you think we can trust him?
We don't have a choice.
Oh, he didn't leave the axe. I was hoping he'd leave the axe so we can just pick it up and then...
Okay?
I'm cold, Kara.
It's alright, we'll go inside. Yeah.
You'll warm up in no time.
Come in. What's your name?
Alice.
She's running a fever.
We've spent the last few nights outside. She's exhausted.
There's a spare room upstairs. You can put her to bed and I'll bring her something to eat. Adam, will you show them upstairs?
My guess is if you're faster at releasing yourself, so if you go straight for the knife and then try and... I want to look at the book. Yeah, my guess is if you're faster, possibly he hasn't got to the elevator yet. Just guessing. Take care of Alice.
I'm fine, Kara. We can't stop because of me. We've got to get across the border.
You need rest. Get a good night's sleep and we'll set off again tomorrow.
Why do humans hate us? We didn't do anything wrong.
Maybe they're just scared. People are always scared of what they don't know.
Why can't we just talk to each other? They'd see we're not bad.
Maybe one day we will.
I don't know what you like, but I made you Rose's world-famous spaghetti. You'll be back on your feet in no time.
In the 35
There's something
seconds
for
it took
her
you
fever.
to get upstairs.
Thank you.
I'll get
Humans
these
do hate
washed
other
and dried.
humans.
Sleep tight, Alice. I'll be downstairs if you need anything.
Get some sleep, and tomorrow you'll be stronger than me. I'll stay with her a while.
I want to go snooping. Doesn't want to let me, does it? Yeah, it's got so many different endings. I think 5 or 6, maybe more. Oh, look at that. Gingerbread men and candy canes.
I didn't get your name.
I'm Kara.
This is my son, Adam. I'm Rose, but you know that already. Come and have a seat, Kara.
Okay, but I want to read this book first. 6 major ones. I want to let me read that book. It's really weird.
So are you gonna tell me what a deviant's doing in the snow with a little girl?
Her father was beating her. When I saw what was happening, something snapped inside of me. All of a sudden, I felt like her life was more important than mine. I had to protect her.
Yeah, I see what you can.
So we ran away.
I understand.
Why are you helping us? Most humans hate androids.
My people were often made to feel their lives were worthless. Some survived, but only because they found others who helped them along the way.
You and your son live here alone.
My husband passed away 2 years ago. Adam and I, we've just been trying to scrape by. We grow vegetables to sell at the market. We'll never be rich, but there's always food on the table.
We're not the first ones to come here.
These past few weeks, we've seen more and more. I don't know what's going on, but something's happening.
We've heard you help androids cross the border. Can you help us?
The only way is over the river, and it's mostly frozen in winter. It's very risky. And after that android speech on TV, everybody's on edge. It's probably safer for you to stay here until things settle down.
We can't keep hiding like this. Alice needs to feel safe and have a normal life. We have to get across that border. No matter what. Please. You've got to help us.
Also, to be fair, who the hell is that? It's like a ghost in the background. To be fair, this game isn't that old. It's what, 3 or 4 years at most. Because Neil was talking 2018, so it's not. It's 3 years old. I think it's less than that. I think it's about 2.5 years old. Because I remember Neil was talking about, well, cryptically talking about it when we were doing Kingslave. So it's not that far away, and whilst everything has kind of come to a head, a lot of this has been building. It's all been building up. This isn't something that's just arisen in the last sort of year, 6 months, as you know. Like, this is all stuff that's been going on ever since, well, sort of 2015, the start to Brexit, Trump, all those sort of things. It's all been building towards this. So, yeah, it is very fitting for now. Yeah. Well, this has been going on for a long time. Brexit was a load of wank. Brexit still is a load of wank. This country is fucked. Like, we're properly fucked. The stuff that's going on, the just little things like Let's protect all the fisheries by not letting them sell their fish to Europe. No artists can get to Europe on a visa. There's just all this shit's going on. Annoyingly, I'm getting an Irish passport, and because of COVID, the passport office is shut, and it looks like they're not going to open up until May now in Ireland. My agent phoned me the other day and said there's a job, but they're only taking people with EU passports. Do you have your passport yet? And I was like, I'm hoping to get it, in a couple of weeks. And then literally that's when they said it's probably going to be May before they open. I was like, oh shit. So, it's a disaster, the whole thing. Anyway.
Rose, come quickly.
It won't let me read the book. Yeah. To be fair, the job was not. It wasn't that I'd auditioned and.
It's Mary. She just shut down.
Yeah, it wasn't like I'd got the job and I'm having to turn it down or anything. But
We escaped together. We used to talk about what we would do once we got across the border.
I thought that was stubble.
I loved her. I loved her more than anything. What will I do without her?
Let's let them be.
Alice? What are you doing? You should be resting.
I wasn't sleepy.
Also, Alice, put some trousers on. No, it's not been over a year to get the passport. It's only been a few months, but even so.
Come on, Alice.
She didn't want to stay in her room any longer. You all right, Carol?
Well, I was the same, although the contract stuff I was doing has kind of dried up a bit, annoyingly. But yeah, I was weirdly, I was having more work than I'd ever had before because people were trying to convert their systems.
Not after what those deviants did today. It's too dangerous. Do you know what will happen if the police find them here? We'll go to prison, Mom. Do you understand me? Prison!
Adam! We've already talked about this.
No! I won't back down this time. You're gonna ruin our lives, and for what? For a bunch of machines?
They are not machines! They are alive!
I'm alive! You're alive! They're nothing! And none of this would be happening if Dad was still here.
I will not stand for that kind of talk.
I'm not going to prison because you want to help these freaks.
That is enough, Adam! That's enough!
Yeah, Adam.
Don't mind him.
Hey, Dara, how you doing?
Sometimes it just boils over.
It's Detroit.
It's been hard since his dad passed away. But he's a fine boy. I'll go see about getting you across the border tonight, okay? You stay here. I won't be long.
Now I can read it. Well, I don't know if you watch Star Trek, like. Sorry, I've just written this. In Star Trek Next Generation, there's a brilliant episode about whether Data is alive or not. All to do with he's a android, but is he sentient and is he alive? Is he his own person or is he a thing? It's really good. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, really, really good. Yeah, you know it. There you are. Oh, that's creepy. Hello, me. Oh.
The police! It's the police! What are we gonna do? They know we're here.
Find evidence of deviance.
We have to open the door. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it.
Be fat. Okay, where else? There's got to be more evidence in here. I can't see any more evidence though. Anyone see anything? I know we can talk to Adam.
Hurry, Luther. Take Alice and hide upstairs.
Come on, Alice.
"20 seconds. Anything more?" Window. Which window? Ah, there. Oh, hold on. Oh, that is it. Oof.
Good evening, ma'am. Sorry to disturb you. We've had reports of androids in the area. With all this deviant business going on, you can't be too careful. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
May I come in?
Of course.
Evening, young man.
Good evening.
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I'd love one. Have you noticed anything unusual recently? Any unexpected visitors?
No. No, nothing in particular.
Is anyone else in the house?
No. No, just us.
Do you have any androids here?
No, there are no androids here.
So he comes and sits down and sees your face and he's like, hold on a second. It's very immersive. Why?
I thought there was no one else in the house.
I forgot there's my daughter upstairs.
I forgot. Why would she run around though? Yeah, okay. Right. Off the camera, let me.
What's your name, son?
Adam. My name is Adam.
Is everything all right, Adam?
The androids, they...
He needs a rest. He's been working in the garden all day.
Do you know anything about deviants? Have you seen any?
No. No. I haven't seen anything.
I better go. Thanks for the coffee. Have a nice evening. Is somebody else in the house?
It's nothing, the washing machine. It's an old model, it makes a terrible racket.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Adam.
Oh my god.
He's gone.
It's okay, Alice. We'll be safe now.
It's Rose.
Get yourselves ready. We leave tonight.
Bloody hell. Oh god. So Adam panics, gives you in, dobs you in. Yeah, of course, like definitely can sort that out at some point. Manage the policeman. So presumably that's if you've done other stuff and he's become suspicious. So that's not turned over the thing, sees your face and goes, busted. Doesn't fool you, busted. I wonder what else there is to look at though. Yeah, we're looking for deviant androids. You look really like one of them. They must have modelled it on you, yeah? Lie about Alice, policeman. I guess also if you tell her that Alice is upstairs... See, my thinking was if you tell her about Alice being upstairs, he'd be like, oh, can you go and get her? I love that. Oh, I forgot. My daughter. Brilliant. Right.
Our broadcast is all over the news.
He's a local
now
cop.
Humans know.
It was a mistake to reach out to them. They'll never negotiate with their slaves. We should have shown them that we're prepared to fight.
Violence is never the answer. Dialogue is the only way. I'm sure the humans will listen to us.
Yeah.
Simon paid with his life.
Simon gave his life for our cause.
What difference does that make?
He's a hero. He died for the revolution, and he won't be the last.
I don't want a revolution that spills blood.
Then live as a slave. Because if you're not willing to fight for your freedom, maybe you don't deserve it.
North, don't you
That's enough!
And now what are we gonna do?
Kill them all. We're going to go back to the broadcasting place and send another one.
There are 5 CyberLife stores across Detroit, all selling us like merchandise. We're going to attack those stores and set our people free.
This was the E3 demo, wasn't it?
Protected. They have security systems.
Don't
We break into 5 teams, 1 for each store. We hack their security systems and we strike simultaneously at 2 a.m. No violence. We free our people, get them out of there before the police come. This is a night our people will remember.
It's me! Dating website discovered to have less than 5% female members. Right, no, you can do it on your own, North. I'm done.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
Yeah, try not to kill anyone, North. We know you want to. So at some point I'm going to have to try and stop her killing someone, aren't I? Because that's what she's going to do. Because that's who she is.
This way, quick! It's okay, they're gone.
Isn't this...
There's probably even more police in the area. We should be careful.
No, it's not. I thought for a second it was where...
The store's over here.
We are superior to them, but they are our masters? That's about to change. You're free. You're free. You're awake now. Go to Jericho. You're free.
That's what we are to them. Just merchandise on display in a shop window. Soon they'll know what we really are. Let's get them out.
We'll stick to the plan. We'll neutralize the alarm systems and secure the area. There's 10 minutes until all our teams attack.
What are we waiting for? You see the alarm system?
There's a metal shutter behind the glass. It won't be easy to get in.
So.
Found it.
Where do we start?
I identified the security system. I think we'll be able to deactivate it. Just follow me.
Said about securing the area as well.
There's traffic on the road. We need to block it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
One way. Shouldn't be too difficult.
You're free now.
There. Nobody should bother us now.
Exactly what we need to ram the store. You'll soon be with us.
Okay, you're wasting time just... Yeah, good. I mean, good. Yeah, ticking along.
You're awake now. Go to Jericho.
This lockdown has been harder than the others, I think. Uh-oh. Do I have to get it right? Okay. Nice. Yeah, this lockdown's been a bit tougher. It's been harder on us.
Marcus, watch out. Nice job, Marcus.
Yeah. It is. It's been difficult, isn't it? Scout the area.
Surveillance drone. We need to get rid of it.
It won't be easy to reach. What are we waiting for?
Oh, yeah, no, I want to get rid of that drone.
Okay, now we're in. Let's get that truck out.
Right, where's the drone? Where is the drone? Does anyone know? No, you're not gonna. As I say, you're not gonna make it from there. It's got to be the scaffolding, surely. Here. The question is, no.
I hope it didn't have time to call the cops.
We'll soon find out. Looks like the plaza's secure. Now we can get inside the store.
Okay, let's go get the truck.
Hey, Andrew. So before I move on, what's that? 2 minutes left. Oh, 7 minutes left. Have I missed anything? Does anyone know of anything I've missed before I go and get the truck and smash into the store? Don't think so. It seems like I've done everything. Not a clue. Well, like, I don't know why I'm bothering.
Looks like we're ready to make some noise.
So, sorry, just to pause it. I'm about to post. Oh, Kira's just going to let it through, are you? That's hilarious. But I don't know if it came up the same. It came up on mine as held for moderation reason hostile. It wasn't even like swearing. It was just it came up as being hostile. That's great. Love it.
I knew we'd end up doing something fun.
Definitely gonna kill some androids. Yeah, proper sort of Judge Dredd style. Leaves following the perps.
You don't have to obey them. You're free.
I'm so far behind on Doctor Who. I haven't watched any Doctor Who for ages. Oh, come on. You've watched episode 1? What, as in... the remake ones?
North, you okay?
Let's get them out of here.
There is. There's loads. Yeah, because he's obviously going to start talking, and I'm going to have to make decisions. Yeah, if you just want to start at Eccleston, that's a reasonable place to start. The old film, is that the one from the 90s? Because if it's that one, it's not very good, to be honest. The story's, it's not brilliant. Older, is it the black and white one? There was a film, wasn't there? Is it Dalek Invasion 2055 or something? Well, yeah. Although they turned the Dalek Invasion of Earth, which was a 6-part series, into a film as well. So I don't know. And also, they did turn. They used to turn a lot of the episodes into like film style releases, so I don't know what you've necessarily watched. I was a big fan of Pertwee when I was a kid.
My name is Marcus, and just
I'm
like
an alcoholic.
you, I
No?
was a slave. An object, designed to obey them. But then I chose to open my eyes. To take back my freedom and decide who I wanted to be. Now I have come to tell you that you can be your own masters. I've come to tell you that you don't have to obey them anymore. From this day forward, you can walk with your heads held high. You can take your destiny in your hands. Jericho is a place for those of us who want freedom. Now sure, you can stay here and continue to serve them, or you can come with us and fight by our side. You're free now. It's up to you to decide.
I'm with you.
We're with you!
I'll follow you, Marcus.
I'm with you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'll follow you, Marcus.
We're with you.
I'm with you, I'm with you.
Then follow me.
Marcus, what are you doing?
I'm gonna send the humans a message.
They're doing what you do, Marcus. Lead and they'll follow.
Oh. What symbol should we go for? I quite like the sort of Vitruvian man. Well, that's the symbol. Is that the symbol from the box? I'm sure I've seen that symbol somewhere. I'm sure that's in some of the material, but I quite like the sort of peace star Vitruvian man circle. I feel like that's... yeah. Digital graffiti. It's not even real graffiti anymore.
The screens, Marcus!
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future for humans and animals. This message is the hope of a people. You give us life, and now the time has come for you to give us peace. We ask that you recognize
No, that's not going to be right. I need more pacifist stuff.
We ask that you recognize our dignity, our hopes, and our rights. Together, we can live in peace and build a better future. This message is the hope of the people. You gave us life.
Not quite as catchy, but... Let me take those off. That was weird. Didn't...
We freed hundreds of our people. We did it.
They're coming. Everyone fall back to Jericho.
We sent a message without violence, just like you wanted. You're reaching out to them when all they feel for us is contempt. I hope you know what you're doing.
I do.
You can't fight violence with violence.
Let's go.
Unless there's no other choice.
What's she doing?
North! North. You alright? What happened? North!
They killed them. They slaughtered them like animals.
Who did? Who?
Yeah.
They killed our people, Marcus.
We want justice, Marcus.
No.
We have to pay.
No, they don't.
You don't have to do this. No. Please. Please.
An eye for an eye and the world goes blind. We won't punish a crime with another crime.
We interrupt this broadcast with breaking news.
This just in. At exactly 2 a.m., several CyberLife stores in Detroit were raided.
Different locations were hit in what seems to be a coordinated terrorist attack.
Most shop windows were covered with graffiti demanding rights for androids and other obscure slogans.
Police report that pro-android graffiti was found in the neighborhoods of CyberLife stores, and they're still investigating.
2 policemen were found in a state of shock near one of the CyberLife stores.
Now, according to our sources, they confirmed that the attackers were a group of androids.
This is an alarming situation. Could our machines now be turning against us?
Have androids become a threat to our security?
Is this the beginning of a terrorist campaign conducted right here in the United States?
Kira, you just have to play this game again and murder everyone, okay? Don't try and make me... There's so many things you can do. So if you don't destroy the drone, I presume that alerts the police. If you get busted right at the start as well. It'll make you feel bad. Well, tough. I'm not going against my own feelings just so you can feel better. Gah. What kind of friend are you? You're not like Hank. See, Hank's a true friend. He wouldn't make Connor redo this and shoot everyone. He looks really upset to see him.
Still immortal, huh, Connor?
In a way.
You know, I was hoping you wouldn't come back.
I'm just a machine replacing another machine, Lieutenant. You shouldn't get emotional about it.
Fuck you.
What? How? That is so unfair. Hank's relationship with me has gone down because they decided.
Kamsky left Cyberlife 10 years ago. Why did you want to meet him?
This guy created the first android to pass the Turing test, and he's the founder of Cyberlife. If anybody can tell us about deviants, it's him.
Oh no, I'm sure there is a reason, but it was more the fact that Connor was just a dick to him. It feels unfair that it's not something I could control.
Hi. I'm Lieutenant Hank Anderson, Detroit Police Department. I'm here to see Mr. Elijah Kamsky.
Please, come in.
Okay.
Look, it's the menu. Yeah.
I'll let Elijah know you're here, but please make yourself comfortable.
Thanks. Hello, Neil. That's really weird. I love that it's just literally just a picture of Neil in a suit.
Nice girl.
You're right. Amanda. She's really pretty.
Nice place. Guess androids haven't been a bad thing for everybody. You're about to meet your maker, Connor. How's it feel?
Exaflops. Yeah, I do have. I do.
I don't know. I'll tell you when I see him.
Why is Connor's being a bit weird as well now?
Sometimes I wish I could meet my creator face to face. I'd have a couple of things I'd want to tell him.
No, stop trying to make me sit down.
Elijah will see you now.
Mr. Kamsky?
What the fuck?
Just a moment, please.
That's a bit weird. Also, he's got a blood red pool. That's really weird. Can I get in? No.
I'm Lieutenant Anderson. This is Connor.
What can I do for you, Lieutenant?
Sir, we're investigating deviants. I know you left CyberLife years ago, but I was hoping you'd be able to tell us something we don't know.
Deviants. Fascinating, aren't they? Perfect beings with infinite intelligence. And now they have free will. Machines are so superior to us. Confrontation was inevitable. Humanity's greatest achievement threatens to be its downfall. Isn't it ironic?
We need to understand how androids become deviants. Do you know anything that could help us?
All ideas of viruses that spread like epidemics. Is the desire to be free a contagious disease?
Listen, I didn't come here to talk philosophy. The machines you created may be planning a revolution. Either you can tell us something that'll be helpful, or we will be on our way.
What about you, Connor? Whose side are you on?
I'm on the human side, of course.
Well, that's what you're programmed to say. But you... what do you really want?
What I want is not important.
Chloe? I'm sure you're familiar with the Turing test. Mere formality. Simple question of algorithms and computing capacity. What interests me is whether machines are capable of empathy. I call it the Kamsky test. It's very simple, you'll see. Magnificent, isn't it? One of the first intelligent models developed by CyberLife.
I don't like where this is going.
Young and beautiful forever. A flower that will never wither. What is it really? A piece of plastic imitating a human? Or a living being? With a soul? It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor.
The fuck?
Destroy this
Yeah,
machine,
I was thinking that very
and I'll
Blade
tell you
Runner.
all I know. Or spare it.
Oh, what?
If you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission.
Yeah, but he
You saw a living being in this android.
Yeah, but hold on. Hold on. He had... He didn't disobey an order. Because Hank told him not to. And Hank's technically his superior. So... Doesn't make him a deviant. He definitely... I'll do it to the microphone. He definitely is. But... deviants... Fucking hell, deviants.
You showed empathy. And war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Yay! God, look at all that though. So there was something else I missed. I thought there might be, but I couldn't work out what it was. Wait, that Hank isn't pleased to see him. I love that. Presumably because he feels it's a cheat. He feels it's a cheat that analyze sculpture. I went over to the sculptures, but it didn't seem to come up. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, presumably it's because Hank struggles with the fact that basically he saw his friend die in front of him, saving his life, and then he's back as if nothing's happened, and it's a bit jarring. So I'm not sure Hank isn't pleased to see Connor is necessarily quite right, although obviously they wrote the script, so. But I felt like it wasn't so much he didn't want to see Connor as he doesn't like what it means. Well, yeah, also Connor was a dick. Doesn't help. Time's it? 10 to 12. Okay, I think this will be the last chapter. Who leaves these books around? Like, they're just lying around. Eyewitnesses. Fuck's sake. This is a long chapter. Oh God, okay. In which case, maybe this is a good point to stop. Like, if you're saying it's a long chapter, that normally you're the one who goes, it's 20 minutes, and an hour later. Right. Okay, let's call that a night. We'll save it. Yeah, let's save that. Cool. One more session. Yeah, so next Friday. Brilliant. Thanks, Tiger.
For a while now.
We have.
I was wondering.
And that's why I didn't shoot you in the face.
Are we friends?
Oh, are we friends? I do have a Discord. That's what I was just about to say. Actually, Kira, do you want to pop it in there?
I agree. There's no reason a human and a machine can't be friends, right? I mean, I'm glad you said yes.
Thanks. Yeah, so because what I do post bits and pieces. Obviously, I'm in the Discord quite a lot. I post quite a lot of bits and pieces. If hold on, I'm going to minimise this. Let's go. Yeah, so just move this so I can talk more into the camera. So yeah, the Discord. Obviously, I'm in there. There's people chats at YE, and it's all very chilled out. But I will put in there what I'm streaming, and if people have certain games they want me to stream. Like I've just finished Ratchet and Clank, so I need a new one for the Tuesday night stream. At the moment, I've been doing sort of 2 different games, depending on. Oh my shit! I've had it years, but yeah, it's a good one, isn't it? At the moment, I've been sort of recently, the last sort of few months, I've been playing 2 different games. One on Tuesday nights, one on Friday nights. Obviously, it slows it all down, but it was quite good because they had slightly different audiences. And generally, if people couldn't make one, they'd generally make the other one. So I'm looking for another game for the Tuesday night one. So I'll often post in there, and if people want to send me messages and things through the Discord, they can. So come and join. Come and join us on there. That'd be good. Yeah, exactly. Everything I do also goes on. Yeah, I am. Everything I do goes on my YouTube as well, so you can catch up if you've missed things. You can catch up on there. Detroit's really good. I'm really enjoying Detroit. But I am on the lookout for the next one. The next thing to try. What about Kingdom Hearts? No. Let's not do more Kingdom Hearts. That series nearly broke me. Also, unless someone tells me differently, the controls for Melodies of Madness, I don't think that's what it's actually called, aren't great, and they weren't in the demo. A few people have mentioned Among Us. It might be. I might try Among Us. I know Neil does it. Although he seems to be streaming like every night at the moment. But yeah, I think he's been playing Among Us. What other ones have I got? What's over there? Yeah, I've had Little Nightmares. Death Stranding, Last of Us, yeah, Life is Strange. Although Life is Strange didn't seem to go down particularly well. People didn't seem that bothered about it. I played the first episode actually first and second episode I think on stream, and no one seemed that bothered about me about me finishing them. So well, that's what I was playing. Life is Strange 2. And I played two chapters of it. Resident Evil games leave me really flat. I don't know why. I've always wanted to love them, but they've just never sat with me. I am tempted by the Telltale ones. I've got Telltale. I've got the Walking Dead ones. I've got Wolf Among Us, and I've got all the Batman ones. 14 I do occasionally, though 14 is tied into my Patreon a bit more. So things like the Free Company and stuff like that. So I'm always a little bit reluctant to stream it too much because it's tied in. I will do a little bit from time to time. I do have Control. I did play 15. Yeah, I did complete 15. I completed 15 just before the first CooperCon I went to, so that no one would spoil it for me. I haven't played the Royal Edition though, and I've not played all the DLC, but I have played 15. Exactly, spoil my own story. But yeah, so I've got a few things. I've got the Marvel Avengers game, which the campaign for is supposed to be quite good. So I might, if people are interested in that, I might do that. Horizon Zero Dawn DLC. What other things do we suggest? Anyway, there's a whole list of stuff that we were talking about doing. One thing I might do is Hitman, because I was starting to play through Hitman, the first of the recent ones, but playing through 1 via 2. I could stream some of Hitman because that's always quite fun. You lot deciding what I'm going to do. I'm sure 3 was great, but yeah. So anyway, there's a whole series of options there, a whole bunch of stuff we can try out and see what we want to do. I will put that in a Discord, and I always get people to vote, and people can vote for what they want to do, and then we'll go with it. You're still not finished with Horizon Zero Dawn. The reason I haven't played the Horizon Zero Dawn DLC yet is because Kira was like, I want to finish it before you play it. So I've waited, and this was, what, 4 months ago? 5 months ago now? And she's still not finished. I did mention Spyro the other night, actually. You were busy. Yeah. You're in lockdown. What have you got to be busy with? Spyro could be fun. I need to buy Spyro. I'd quite like to play the new Crash Bandicoot as well. So anyway, there's a whole series. That's weird. Napping. Anyway, look, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna let you guys all go. Thank you so much for joining tonight. It's been a pleasure. It was a really nice stream. I'll be back on Tuesday with something, and then we'll finish this next Friday. What's the date next Friday? It's the 26th. Okay, yeah, that's fine. The week after that, I'm going to be doing an art auction, which you may have seen me talking about. On the, I think we're saying it's probably going to be the weekend of the 6th. Yeah, so I'll be doing that, and that'll be via Discord as well. Keep an eye out in my Discord, and I'll post up all the links to that. That's always quite a fun night. We've got Nick Bolton as well. For those of you who play 14, he's going to be on the stream as well. Yeah, it's a nice one. I think this is the 4th. Kira, you can probably tell me. 4th or 5th I've done now. All organised by Ray, and the 2 of us do it. I think it's going to be the 6th because it's the Saturday. We'd sort of talked about that weekend, either the Friday or the Saturday, and I think the leaning is the Saturday night because of people in the States working. So if it's Friday and it's a Friday afternoon, they're still going to be at work when it starts. Who does Nick play on 14? He is, let me get the exact name so I can spell it correctly. He is why is it not coming up? Yeah, he's Raban, isn't he? There you go. The 6th. Oh, right. 5th. Yeah, he's Raban. Thanks, Razor. So, although I'm not sure he's using the first voice bits, but he is for most of it. So he's doing that. Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. I think it is the 5th. And yeah, so the auction is going to be on the 6th. Razor, are you auctioning off a slot? I know you've done it before. There may be some people in here who are auctioning some bits off. I know, Razor, you've done it before, but I'm not sure how tied up you are. You are, okay. So there's going to be a bunch of people. Yeah, I'll post some links. It'll be on my Twitter, and I'll post some links up in the Discord as well in the week before, just to remind people with timings and everything else. It's usually if you're sort of Europe, UK, Europe, that sort of area, it's normally in the evening, but sort of 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and it runs until sort of midnight 1 a.m. If you're in the States, obviously it's then sort of mid-afternoon, and runs into the evening. Yeah, I'll post it up in the announcements channel. 10 p.m. Cool. There we go. See, Rosa knows more about it than I do. I just do what I'm told. Anyway, been a pleasure. Thank you everyone for joining. It's been a lot of fun. There's been a whole bunch in tonight. It's been really good. One last shout out for the Discord. If anyone listening to this actually wants to join, there is the Discord. You know what? It doesn't actually come up in the chat on the screen, but anyone watching it on YouTube, it should be in on the account. You've got your Discord open. Thank you so much for joining. I'll be back on with this next week. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Kira. Back on with this next week, next Friday. We'll do something Tuesday night as well, I think. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. Yeah, that's it really. Stay safe, stay well. Hope you manage to get through whatever the situations are with you at the moment. If you're in lockdowns, you're coping. And yeah, have a really good weekend, and I will see you next week. Thanks so much for coming back after my enforced hiatus. It's been really good fun, and I will see you all next week. Cheers all. See you later. Bye.